Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are watching the 2021 Thai documentary supernatural horror film called The Medium. So, a Thai documentary team travels to the northeast part of Thailand, Isan, to document the daily life of a local medium named who is possessed by the spirit of Bayan, a local deity whom the villagers worship. Bayan is an ancestral god and has been possessing women in Nim's family for generations. The latest in the line of succession was Nim's sister Noi. However, Noi did not wish to be a medium and turned to Christianity. The spirit of Bayan moved into Nim and has been with her ever since. While en route to the funeral of Noi's husband Virosh, Nim reveals misfortune always befall the man in Virosh's family. His father's factory went bankrupt and he committed suicide after he tried setting fire to the factory for insurance fraud. His son Mac died from a motorbike accident. Noi only has one daughter left, Mint, who does not believe in shamanism and attends church with her mother. Ming's mother and friends, as well as the documentary crew, notice Ming displaying strange and aggressive behavior, along with displaying multiple personalities, which as one of an old man, a drunkard, a child, and a prostitute. She starts to have strange dreams, hearing voices in her head, and experiences debilitating abdominal and vaginal pain. She is fired from her job after she her boss catches her having sex with multiple men at work. Oh boy. Nim is initially convinced Bayan wishes Ming to succeed Nim, but Noi refuses to let Nim perform an acceptance ceremony to move Bayan's spirit onto her daughter. Nim later starts to suspect Bayan is not actually involved. She discovers that Ming had an incestuous relationship with her late brother Matt and that he had not actually died from a motorbike accident but hanged himself. She concludes that Matt is trying to kill Ming and engages in a ceremony to convince Matt not to kill Ming. Meanwhile, after discovering Ming in the shower with a wrist slit, Noi is convinced Bayan is punishing Ming for Noi's refusal to be a successor and arranges for the acceptance ceremony to be performed by another shaman without Nim's knowledge. The acceptance ceremony fails and Nim realizes too late that Mac is also not involved. Ming's condition deteriorates after the ceremony and she bludgeons Noi with a camera from the crew. Nim goes up to the mountain to pray and is distressed when she discovers that someone has decapitated the statue of Bayan, a sign of mockery to a sacred idol. Nim seeks help from her shaman friend Santi, and he tells her that Ming isn't just possessed by one spirit, but hundreds of spirits whom Roger's ancestor had beheaded. Santi explains that the acceptance ceremony has essentially made Ming ready, a ready vessel for the spirit. Santi, Nim, and Santi's student prepare a ritual to exorcise Ming. In the days leading up to the ritual, Ming is seemingly possessed and haunts the family in various matters, such as boiling the family dog alive and eating it. Oh dear. Eating raw meat from the fridge and climbing into Noy's bed while she is asleep and taunting her. The day before the ritual, Nim passes away in her sleep under mysterious circumstances. Santi proceeds with the ritual using Noi as a vessel. However, the ritual fails after Ming's aunt-in-law tears the sacred Yantra's cloth, keeping Ming locked up in her room. Convinced that her son was locked inside with Ming, chaos seems to follow as evil spirits begin to possess and start dancing maniacally, attacking and killing the shaman, his students, and everyone involved in the ceremony, including the documentary crew, by biting and consuming them alive. Bayan, seemingly possessing Noi, causes a brief respite as Noi starts directing the surviving students to continue the ritual. She chants a prayer while touching Ming, but is distracted when she calls her mother, and eventually overwhelmed. The movie ends with Ming burning her mother alive, whose scream can be heard as the camera focuses on a voodoo doll, with needles protruding from it, labeled with the Isan, Ming's family name. A mid-credit scene occurs during the day before Nim's death. While preparing for the ritual, Nim is visibly frustrated as the preparations are not going well. She suffers a crisis of faith and confesses to questioning if Bayan had ever possessed her for breaking down off screen.